I'm sleepy as ever, but I'm going to get this message out. You know, sometimes people behave in a way that's very unbecoming because other people don't acknowledge them like they wish to be acknowledged. Now, you see, me, I come from a place where I come from the hood. And that's a place where once you're there, if you use your wisdom, then you know when you go other places or move other places. Like I promised myself, after living in the hood and being through so many things, that I would decrease the amount of people I came into contact with, whether I moved to another hood or somewhere else. And I carry myself like that in a lot of places. It could be a school, it could be a church, it could be a job, it could be anywhere. And people tend to take that personally. First of all, let me calm down because I felt where my energy was going. What I do is personal. Stop taking the way people carry themselves as a personal attack on you. You don't know what people been through. You don't know what they're going through. And you don't know why they do what they do. I mean, you ever walk into somewhere and people just try to treat you funny, like, oh, she thinks she this, or she thinks she that, or she don't like to speak, or he don't like to speak, and and they don't know what's on your mind. Ironically, I found out that trying to avoid drama causes drama because there's some people that just feel like, oh, she's speaking to this person more than she speak to me. She didn't say good morning to me this morning, but she said good morning to the other person. She didn't say good morning to me until like 15 minutes until she got in there, and they're basing these things on how they feel about you and how they feel ultimately about how they feel about themselves for the day. You ever been in an environment where people just act funny to you because they feel like you don't speak to them enough? Like their ego and their pride and their self-esteem and their self-confidence is banked on whether you spoke to them today or not, whether you acknowledged them enough today or not. Don't be popular, because these people, they'll really like come for you, because it won't just be a feeling or words. They'll begin to treat you different. Seriously, have you ever been in any type of setting, a work setting, a setting at the church, a setting at the school, even probably in your own family, and a person feels like you don't take to them like they want you to, and they try to like treat you funny, treat you differently than they treat other people, especially if they're in positions of power, take away your privileges and things like that, try to make your day harder, all because they feel some type of way about themselves because you didn't speak to them well enough today. You didn't acknowledge them as much as they wanted to be acknowledged today. Your self-confidence and your self-esteem and your relationship with yourself is yours, and it's your responsibility. I don't know what they're going to do, but a positive word would be acknowledge yourself. When you appreciate who you are, you don't got time to be worried about what somebody else thinks of themselves. If I feel good about myself bothers you, so I feel safe like staying to myself, and it bothers you, you gotta dig into yourself and find out what's the matter with me. Why do I feel like I need this person? Some of these people, you barely even know them. You ever walked in somewhere and you barely know anybody, but they all just size you up like, you know? But yeah, like that's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I honestly feel like that's a word from God. Stop banking on other people to make or break your day. Stop banking on that person that didn't call you today to make you feel good about yourself. And if they didn't call you today, then your whole world is upside down. Stop banking on that person that you work with to come to work. Hey, what's up? So what's up? And if they don't, then you feel like lame or whatever the case may be. Stop being amongst your family, and because somebody else got called twice out the week and you ain't get a phone call all week long, It's not always about y'all. Me personally, like I said, from where I come from, I distance myself a lot. And understand, sometimes it might be for your benefit and not mine. I'm just that thoughtful. Have a good night.